Your coolest jacket that I've ever seen. What's your name? I promise it's okay. 2 seconds.
No,
I don't wanna.
sorry,
I don't wanna
bye.
startle you. My goodness. Are you from Serbia?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I can meet like so many people around here. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I could tell the hair. Just want to say that you're very beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. What? You just got out of class, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Fun, fun, fun. What's your day looking like?
I'm an athlete, so I'm just going running back, changing, and I'm gonna go.
A fellow runner. I'm happy to see it.
No, I'm not a runner.
Oh shit. Okay. I think you could kick my butt. It'd be a good like learning lesson.
Yeah, why not? It's good to kick someone else's ass.
Say your name again. I'm trying to.
Okay, cool. For everybody, what's good, what's bad?
He just keeps talking, that's good.
Okay, yeah. Anything else? Good, bad, otherwise?
There's no intent there.
There is and there isn't. There's not intent as overtly as like, I think you're sexy or, I want to do this, that, and the other two. There is intent in a way though. Like the fact that you approach in the daytime is intent. Also, the fact that you're asking a lot of questions about her is in a form intentful. Right now, it's definitely like a hidden intent. It's like I'm hiding behind the questions, but it's clear. I mean, I think she knows. I think she knows what your either intention or agenda. Use whatever word you want, whether it be more or less favorable. I think she knows what it is, at least to an extent. So I'm not too worried there. What is the frame of this interaction right now? Like who has value? What is the premise? What's going on?
It was a little rushed at the beginning. I feel like it was kind of like a forced approach, but like at the same time during the day you almost like don't have that much of a choice.
That one was super instinctual because she like passed me by. I was just like, it was just like in, it's just.
Yeah, it was good. The reaction time was good.
Yeah, I like don't not approach those girls no matter how shitty it goes.
That's good. That's actually really, really good. It's something a lot of people could learn, even like a lot of advanced guys could learn from that. Because it's funny, because a lot of times when you get more advanced, you're a little more select. You're like, oh, let me wait and do it the right way or whatever. So it's good that you do that. All right. The big thing, you kind of said it. You said rushed, and I don't know if you meant rushed in terms of like the things he was saying, but what I mean by rushed is specifically the pace at which you're talking is very, very fast in both of these. Right? You're just like rambling, and a lot of guys tend to do that to try and keep them there.
Yeah.
And I get it. It makes sense. You want to get more out, more conversation going. But ironically, slowing down actually keeps them there more. Because slowing down shows more high value, shows you're more relaxed, shows you believe they should stay in and wait and watch. And so they tend to actually go. So, I mean, you could probably talk like 2/3 or 3/4 as fast as you're talking, legitimately here. Cool. Also, frame-wise, are you in your party or are you talking about her party?
Sort of approval seeking.
A little bit. Like, okay, so she's
Looking up at her, like.
that's all in your head. So I'll tell you an interesting story about that. I'll give you a very interesting short story. I won't go long on it. But basically, there's a girl I met years ago, actually, in New York. She was like 5'11", model, wearing like 3 or 4 inch heels at the time. I'm like 5'7", something like that. So I met her, and she was sitting down by this fountain when I met her. And so we started talking. I was going, well, I was about to leave the club with her. And she like refused to stand up. She'd agreed to come with me. She liked me. She refused to stand up. And then eventually she's like, no, just sit down and talk with me a little while longer. Tried to get her to go again. And eventually, in order to leave, she wanted to take her shoes off and walk out of the bar barefoot, which is like, you get glass on your feet and shit like that, right? But the reason was she was so insecure about being too tall.
Oh, okay.
Right? So the height thing, it's very much in your head. Right? I know there's the little societal, like tall guys, whatever. That's about like a 3% thing. Mostly it's how do you believe in the interaction? How does she believe in the interaction? So she has just as much reason to be insecure about being too tall as you do for being too short, right? I even had a girl online where like same thing, like she was like hesitating to meet up. She's like, let me ask this, like how intimidated are you by tall girls? I was like approximately 0. She's like, let's meet up, right? So girls are actually insecure the other way too. So don't worry about that. But yeah, you are talking a lot about her stuff though. You know where she goes to school, you know her sports she plays, you know all these various things, you know where she's from. What do we know about you?
Nothing yet.
Nothing, right? And you could say the goal of pickup is to convey your personality as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm. But you're not talking about yourself. But even beyond that, you're not giving a lot of like your own original feedback even on her topics. So it's fine to talk about the sport she plays. Or I'm not saying it for like the camera, so I don't have to edit it out every single time. But it's fine to talk about her topics, but at least give your input or your feedback or your views on them. Because what you're doing right now is very much in her frame. It's very safe. You're playing very safe. Yeah. Exactly. And it's stuff that no one could find objectionable. Interestingly enough, if you did some things that were a little objectionable, it would set you apart and it would make her have to respond, make her either have to like the fact that you're ballsy or give you a shit test or something like that. But as is, you're going to get a lot of sort of like quick 1-2 word answers, kind of a blasé response, because you're not giving her a lot that she can really respond to. Okay?
But, okay. I would have guessed that you were initially.
No, we're like pretty much, we look kind of the same.
I can say. And you've how long?
Uh,
Oh, okay, yeah. You look so mature though, it's good.
Huh?
You look so mature.
yeah, I know, but you know, that's how we are. We are like this.
Yeah.
I gotta be going right now, like I need to really change, okay?
Yeah, no, it's awesome meeting you. Pleasure. I apologize, this is so forward, but I literally just walked by you and I'm like, I have to have the courage to go and say hi to this cute girl.
Hi.
I'm sure this happens to you a million times a day with all these annoying salesmen over here and it being.
Okay, so good. I liked it up to that point. Right? More clear intent, more actually conveying your personality at least, right? Which is good. The whole this must happen to you a bunch or justifying or explaining, don't. Okay. It's like no apologies. Okay. Right? So up until that though, up until the this must happen to you all the time, I actually kind of like it. Okay. Right? I don't think, I have my issues. It's like a deeper level, sort of like advanced leveling theory thing that I have with the direct approach like that. Yeah. But that said, like, I mean, where's this guy here? Does that kind of direct approach all the time. And he gets laid like fucking crazy, right? And when I can't think of anything else to do, I do that and I do well with it as well. I don't think it's the ideal approach, but I think it's definitely good enough and can get you some results. But yeah, have definiteness to what you do, right? Your sentences end with periods. You're okay with the pause, you're okay with silence, and you believe in it. If you make a point, I make it like, this is absolutely how I feel about that. And I've been thinking about it, and the reason why is, no, this is absolutely how I feel about it. Let the sentence stand. Believe in what came out of your mouth and just like stick to it, right? Because you have this tendency to sort of like, if you say something and the response isn't immediately positive, I think to try and ramble through and make it positive or make her give some kind of reaction. Whereas if you actually just like stand your ground and just say, this is what I believe, this is what it is, then that's when you're gonna get the reaction. Because then she's put on the spot and she needs to participate, right? My guess, I don't know, I can't predict the future. My guess is that's going to continue with you talking too much and her not talking enough. That's my guess. Could be wrong.
In New York, but I don't want to startle you. You caught my eye, so I'm like,
It doesn't happen all the time.
I'm like, let me for once just get out of my shy zone and just like man up and say a nice hello.
I'm married.
Okay.
But you should do that.
It's all good.
Very nice.
Is it one of those traditional types of marriages?
Yeah.
You're ever able to sneak out for like coffee or tea? I'm just kidding.
Not yet.
You're awesome. Either way, yeah, such
Yeah,
a pleasure.
nice to meet you.
Yep, keep a
Thank
good
you.
smile on. I love it.
Cool. Yeah. But what was the conversational ratio there? Your words to her words. I mean, I granted the married thing and all that, right? Yeah. But even beyond that, like just so many words. Yeah. You could have said what you said in the entire conversation. You did say what you said in the entire conversation in the first like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and you just kept repeating it.
This is so forward of me. I apologize. I just ran by you. This is very forward of me. I just was going to meet my friends at Starbucks and I saw you and thought you were cute. So I'm like,
Thanks.
nothing to lose in saying a friendly hello. Tell me your name.
Thank you.
Okay. So I want you to like repeat 10 times. I make no apologies and no excuses for the fact that I'm a man. I just put it out there. Hey, I thought you were cute. I wanted to talk to you. Yeah. Not, hey, I thought you were cute and I don't want to be a forward and I don't want to offend you by, ruining your day by telling you you're cute, because God knows no one could take that sort of hit to their self-esteem of some stranger approaching them on the street and telling them they're cute, but right, just say it, all right? Just get it out, be done with it.
Okay.
I have a boyfriend. I'm really sorry.
Interesting.
So,
That objection came out of nowhere. I was just like spreading good cheer,
No.
being a friendly neighbor. No, I get you. No problem.
By the way, this is a very interesting phenomenon. This happens with so many guys, where as soon as the set is hopeless, you become like funny and a little bit like irreverent and willing to say stuff. Like for example, that first one, like, oh, is that a traditional marriage? Or this one, that objection just came out of nowhere. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, right? You put her on her guard, or you put her on the defensive, which actually is fine, as opposed to like on the non-reacting, right? It's so interesting. So many guys, they play it safe, and then when there's no possible chance of success, then they just risk it all because there's nothing.
Yeah.
If you just did from the start what you do once you've already failed, you would do so well. All right? Just adopt that behavior that you have nothing to lose. That like she doesn't owe you anything, you haven't earned anything. Your job is just to have fun with the situation and just go for it. And when you do that without worrying about it, you'll probably do better, just based on this.
As I'm starting out, I was kind of happy that day with like the quality. I felt like it was just consistently like just going for like.
Like the girls were cute and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, awesome meeting you.
Nice to meet you as well.
You are awesome. You're just awesome. I can tell. Your smile as you're walking down, and you're good at handshakes. Is this your best talent? Is there anything else going for you?
No.
Tell me your name. I can't stay for too long. I'm going to Starbucks, but I had to just hit on you. I had to be direct. Are you from Spain?
No.
Where are you from? Smile on your face. I literally just said hi, and I just like made your day. Just like brought this amazing, brought this electricity into your life. I'm being a cocky asshole. I apologize. I'll calibrate. What's your name though? Okay, beautiful. Where do you go? There? Oh, okay. What do you do the other half? Okay, sweet. Work there and do that.
I'm actually dipping in here, but.
Okay. Should I continue hitting on you? Is that okay? No pressure?
All right, cool. So decent with like at least being self-amusing, continuing to talk. You do that well, and you definitely seem to be. You don't have like massive fear of just doing the approach, so that's good. I mean, maybe you do, or maybe you push through it. I don't know, but like you do that well. But yeah, the big thing is speed. Like slow down, right? Second is the frame. Right? It's all about them. It's not conveying your personality. And then the third is the excuses. Right? Just that's a big one. You can practice this with girls, practice it in life in general. Just don't make excuses for anything. Right? I mean, you can admit fault. You can be like, I was wrong. Yeah. But you don't have to be like, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Listen, I messed up and did it. No, she's like, yeah, it's my fault. I was wrong. That's it. That's all you need. Don't justify. Don't explain. Just deal in facts and deal in like be final about what you say. Right? There was a guy way back in the day on this pickup forum I read he got pretty good results. And he had this mission he gave himself where he said for a week he's gonna say yes or no when asked questions. He's not gonna say yeah or nah or maybe, or he's just gonna be definite in what he said and what he did. And that's what I want you to do. Take the attitude that goes with that mission, which is when you say and do things, just be definite about them, put them out in the world, and just trust they're good enough. Don't put them out and then wonder and justify and make excuses. Okay? Cool. All right, we're gonna jump forward a little bit now that we've seen some of like the early stuff. Let's see here. Let's go to, actually the next one's kind of a long one, so let's look at the next one and then we'll jump forward from there.
Your glasses are amazing. What the
Hi,
heck?
nice to meet
We're all
you.
going to Starbucks, and I'm like, you totally took me off my track. I apologize.
Thank you. Nice of you.
It's so good meeting you. That's crazy.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. What are you studying? Okay. Hence the awesome glasses. So when like people are on your couch, you like have that look. Like you can definitely be advising them in the right way. I love it.
Good. Okay, so what's different in this one from the other ones?
Like engaging her more. I'm still talking a lot though.
You are talking a lot,
Like,
but
you're so much more comfortable in this one.
yeah, you slowed down.
Awesome.
You slowed down. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so A, you slowed down. B, when you're getting information about her, instead of just being like, oh, okay, cool, next question. Oh, okay, cool, next question, you're actually teasing her on it, right? You're actually like interacting with that information and conveying your personality, right? So instead of doing like the polite thing, you're actually, it seems like saying what you want to say or expressing who you are, which should be your goal, right? Don't go in with the idea of, I hope to impress her. Go in with the idea of, I hope to like put my personality into the interaction and just let the chips fall where they may, right? Or I hope to be as like genuinely and truly myself as possible and just let her get to know me quickly. She likes me, great. She hates me, fine, right? And that's kind of what you're doing here. You also do look like you're having more fun, which is helpful. And that is a bit of a chain reaction, right? Because when she starts giving you a positive response, it's easier to take that breath and relax and have more fun. And that's actually the beauty of momentum, right? Is you go do 4 or 5 bad sets, and then you get that one good one, you're like, okay, now I have momentum, now things are going. So that helps as well. But do notice, like, momentum or attitude or her response, whatever it was that caused it, notice the difference in behaviors that you were exhibiting in this situation, which is, again, slowing down, conveying your personality, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Where are you from, though, originally? Oh, okay. Damn it.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess like Europe or something.
Oh, thank you. That's very flattering.
You're too friendly to be from New York. You haven't like developed that
I know,
that
yeah,
shell that
don't
says like
tell me
be a
that.
jerk.
Where are you from? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So excuse the
So you're,
directness.
Like, too friendly.
Yeah, it's like way too friendly.
You
Just
go to
like
NYU
so
or-
positive. No, my best friend did. So
Okay.
always around here.
Really cool.
Yeah. Where are you off to now? Racing off?
Yeah, I'm just running an errand really quickly.
Okay. What do you think I should get at Starbucks? What's your ultimate recommendation?
A latte.
Yes.
An iced latte.
Right, so now even though like not where I would have taken that set, the Starbucks recommendation, but there is something really good about it, which is now you're on your agenda, right? You're making her a part of your world. You're making her live in your world, right? What should I do? Not let's find out all about you, right? More of a leader in the situation.
Personal.
I need to assess your coolness based on like your ability to give like the best drink recommendation ever.
Oh, and look, you're qualifying her. Good. That's all really good.
Yeah.
Being ridiculous. You do look super young though. As I like turned around, I'm like, uh-oh, she might be too young. I might have to disqualify this one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm
Yeah.
way too old for you.
Oh,
25.
yeah.
You could still slow down a little bit more. Even though you are slower, you could even relax even more.
Okay, well, it was
Too
really
old and
nice
wise.
to meet you.
But yeah, I don't know if we're both like running off to
Yeah.
do stuff, but are you around? I'll invite you next time to Starbucks. If your drink
Okay,
idea
sure.
goes well, then I'll let you know and then
Okay.
invite you to Starbucks.
All right.
That'll be
sounds
your
good.
reward.
Sounds good. All right.
Are you typically like right around here, or? 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get your I'll text you,
Okay, sure.
and then if you're around, as long as you're cool with it. No, I don't want you to be pressured at all.
Okay. So even there, right? You're getting the number, which is good. Obviously, it went well, so that's always positive too. Information I'm not supposed to have when breaking this down, but since I have it, I'll use it. However, even there, like the way you got the number and that kind of stuff, even there's too much like justification, explanation, and stuff like that, right? You basically closed her 3 times. You aware of that?
No.
Well, I'll show you. Like you essentially closed 3 times. Let's watch this real fast. Let's see if I can go back through it. I think it was 3. It might be either 2 or 4, but I think it's 3.
And then if you're around.
Okay, hang on.
I'm thinking she's like racing off. I thought this one.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh,
No,
in any
no,
way.
it's fine, it's fine.
What is it? Yeah. Here, see if is it okay if I call you now and then you program
Yeah,
me?
yeah, that's fine.
I don't want there to be any surprises when I.
You just want to make sure that I'm
When
giving
I-
you the real number.
That's actually great. I like where your head's at. No, but I'm saying if I'm gonna follow through on my word and contact you. So when I do,
See?
there won't be any surprise, and you won't be like, "Who's this strange human being proactively calling me and setting up a date?"
That's a good.
I see your phone light up, and I don't get any flaky numbers.
Yeah. That's a good reframe, by the way. Well handled on that.
Following through on his word.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
No, have an amazing night. I won't monopolize your
It was
time.
nice
So
to
good
meet
meeting
you.
you. Yeah, and I'll tell my
Enjoy your
friends.
Starbucks.
I'll tell my friends to all get what you recommended, and then if it's
Yeah,
good, we'll
with
give you
soy
credit.
milk.
With soy?
Yeah.
Ah,
It
I
makes
like
taste
it.
better.
Sounds good. All right, good meeting you. Talk to you soon.
Cool. All right. So overall, pretty good. Overall, much better. A little bit still of the same stuff of too fast and still justifying yourself even after. Like, I'll call you if you're around. Maybe I'll text you. So you're still more definite. Would still be helpful. Now I'm going to contradict myself right here, and I'm going to tell you something that I want you to understand, because it's a good learning lesson. It's also a really good learning lesson for these guys. But I still want you to try and move past it. Okay. Now what I'm going to say is the fact that there was some hesitation in that may actually, in this case, have made the number more solid, which is crazy, right? It's a little bit crazy. And the reason is it makes it genuine and real. Okay, so the fact that you are a little nervous getting the number, the fact that you aren't too smooth actually probably does help, especially because she's young-ish and she doesn't seem like she seems like, cool enough and confident enough in herself, but she's not like this girl that's like, used to like walking the runways or like dating millionaires. She's not that girl that has that like sort of attitude and chip on her shoulder. So she doesn't necessarily need you to be like 100% smooth. A little bit of reality and normalness and like genuineness and even vulnerability can help. So in this case, it may have even helped a little bit of the excusing and stuff. That said, I still want you to get rid of it because it will help sometimes a little bit, but it will also cap you where some girls are completely unavailable to you. And the girls it would have helped with, if you just spend a little more time with them or you're genuine in a different way, you can get the same result in a different and better way. Does that make sense? So even though I think it actually probably helped you here, I still want you to try and like train it away.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.